EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hey! Sit down!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. On
1st and 10, it's Pickett. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Steelers.
Pickett now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing them off. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run again with Hunt. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens had 5 and 11 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this Steeler defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Jackson will throw again. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Take it in at the 22. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give right side now to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On a quick.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ozzie, shut up. Shut up.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. 2nd down and 6 now. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Pickett. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second down and 8. Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 2nd down. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 52 yards. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson on second down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. First and 10, here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Pickett back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Odafe Oweh. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Pickett will look to throw it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, Ozzie, check out, cut.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Escaping the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 6. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Austin. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll throw again with Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
At the 12-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go now.
Pickett to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2.
Second down, here's Pickett. And returning right back to Boykin. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pass.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day,